victorious over the Blues in a nail-biter game of 10-1.
Defense, number 4, Ryan Waterman. Left defense, number 94, Jackson Otten. Right wing, number 50, Jackson Price. And left wing, number 23, Henry Gristle. And center, number 81, Sam Lee. In goal, number 64, Brandon Moore. Blues are coached by Joe Davalare. And assisted by Isaiah Conrad, Drew Ott, and Nicholas White.
Looks like we'll get Orr in net, which is great because that's an easy name to pronounce.
And now, the starting lineup for your Dubuque Saints. At right defense from Senior High School, number 17, Ben Zick.
Senior night, we'll get number 17, a senior from Dubuque Senior, Ben Zick.
From Senior High School, number 6, Elsie.
His defensive partner will be the formidable number 2 junior from Cuba City, LCC Pachow. Michael Poles, a senior from Dubuque Senior.
Rodney Brothers. Owen Rodney is 9 years old. His favorite class is math. And his favorite team was like, oh my God. And William Rodney.
Get the Rundy boys out as our kid captains. Pretty good skaters, those Rundy boys.
Now, at forward from Senior High School, number 18, Eli
Also at forward, number 18, Eli Schwartz.
Center from Senior High School, number 34, Xander Hughes.
Center, number 34, a senior from Dubuque Senior, Xander Hughes. Riley was slow to get started, but look at him moving down. How can he stop? Yeah. Luckily, Xander Sheehy wasn't injured on that play.
Number 31, Rosie
His season debut in net, number 31. Senior from Dubuque forward, Colton Stoll.
Officials for this game at the time that it was high school hospital are Austin Wheeler and Ethan Fox, Alan Wyatt. And now we ask that you.
Whoa. Camera got a little away from me there. It's a beautiful wall that you all get to look at.
Let's play some hockey!
"31 people watching the broadcast. Thanks for joining tonight. We are by far the best game in the league tonight. So we'll get Sheehy to the dot. Puck's down and we're underway here in Dubuque. Quad Cities controls it. They'll try and dump it into the zone and does. Into the Colin Waddick's back. Pops straight up in the air. Welcome to the season Colton Skull. Puck's down, shot. Clear it out. Ankles jumps into the game. Gets it ahead. Sheehy now inside the blue line. Shot. Saved by Orr. So we got Sheehy, Henkel, and Schwartz out there. Back by Zick and Sukocha. Sheehy to the dot. Pucks it down, back to Henkel. Henkel slides off the end of his stick. Quad Cities will race it the other way. Sheehy knocks him off the puck. Zick sends it behind the net. Elsie picks it up there. Pushes the man off. Now it's Sheehy around the back to Zick. Zick on the half wall. Plays it ahead. Taken away by Sheehy. Gets it off to Eli. Tripped down. Henkel on the far side. Ahead to Eli Schwartz. Schwartz gets it into the zone. Plays back. Henkel just inside the blue line. Shot. Saved by Orr. Chip straight up in the air. Randall now in to dig it out. Jensen Hill works it down towards the net. Quad Cities will bang it out the near side. Taken away by Hill. His shot caroms wide. Off the far side, they'll chip it around Anders Hill. Tyler Randall back to get it. Finds some space in the middle. Gets it ahead to Jensen. Jackson Heacock. What the heck is going on with the lines here? Played back. Shot. Saved by Orr. Kick to the corner. Played ahead. Kicked down by Liam Henry. Sent into the zone. Quad Cities knocked off the puck in the corner. Throw it out in front. Michael Poles picks it up. He'll race it up the near side. Takes a knee. Oh, it was just a slick move. Pass, shot, fired wide by Sammy Ruiz. Played back up, taken away by Poles again. Now the Blues take it back. Cade Weiner battles for it at center ice. He'll race it into the zone. He's got Sammy with him in the middle. Shot, saved by Orr. Kick to the corner. Weiner's got it there. Played ahead. Quad Cities will send it the length of the ice. On net, though, so Stowe will play it. Kicks it off to Cooper Smith. Smith works around the back of the net. He's taking off his stick. Landon Schultz plays it up the near side. Michael takes it away. He'll bring it down the zone, dumps it in. On Orr kicks it to the corner. Cycle back behind the net by Quad Cities. They'll try and break it out the far side. Knocked in by Eubanks. Now played back up. Length of the ice for an icing. So we'll shake up at the lines. Michael Bowles will see some time in the first line after his hat-trick performance in the last game against Quad Cities, in the Quad Cities. We'll get Elliot Troush out for the faceoff, who registered his first varsity goal in the last game. Puck's down. Quad City has it. They'll hit a long home run pass out to the middle. Anders Hill slows them down. Chip down to the corner. Taken away by Liam Henry behind the net. Kick out. Battle on the side of the net. Now Henry kicks it over to Elliot Troush. Elliot hard off the boards, out to center ice, right through Waterman's feet. Or will cover it for a whistle. So it looks like the second line is going to look like Xander Sheehy, Eli Schwartz, and Alex Henkel. Jackson Heacock's reward for playing in Canada is the skid on the third line. Sheehy to the dot. Puck's down, controlled by Quad Cities. Alex Henkel gets it back. Finds some spot. Now played to the corner. Eli's there. Gets it down to Sheehy behind the net. Gets it back over to Eli. Eli hard. Gets it off to the side of the net. Or will cover it for a whistle. 13-15 left in the first period. Still scoreless. Shots on goal favor the Saints. 7-3. Sheehy to the dot. Puck's down. Eli goes for the body. Now it's played around behind the net. Up the near side. Zick can't quite hold it in. Freiberger runs into his own man. Henkel, shot, just wide of the net. Picks up his own rebound on the far side, sends it back behind the net. Eli there to get it. LC holds it at the blue line, gets it off to Sheehy. Sheehy down low, taken away by the Quad Cities, and they'll work it across the blue line. Into the attacking zone, Mendoza down there, battling with Zick. Alex Henkel takes a big hit there. Played ahead. Sheehy on the half wall, works it out across the red line, chips it in. We're going to get an interference call on Waterman. Thanks for playing. See you in the box. Sheehy tried to chip her around him, and Waterman never even looked at the puck. Stared Sheehy down. First unit power play will contain Michael Poles 2. We'll get Poles, Ruiz, Jensen Hill, Landon Schultz, and Cade White.
That puts us on
Back to Schultz at the blue line. Gets over Cade White from the top of the circle. Shot goal. And just like that. Come on, little scoreboard app. Or maybe it's this one. Maybe it's this one. Holy cow. Too many tabs. What was that one? There we go. Found it. 1-0. What was these other ones? Puck's down. Jackson Heacock gets it back to Landon Schultz. Played ahead to Heacock. Heacock gets it ahead to Jensen Hill. Top of the circle, shot fired wide. Karen's out to the far side. Randall gets it down to Hill. Hill drops it off. Landon Schultz. Nice save by Orr.
By number 2, Liner.
Randall on the far board. Check towards the net.
And number 4, Mikey Poles.
Randall in the corner. Tries to get it down to Jensen Hill. Quad City takes it away, and they'll advance it out of the zone. Across the blue line. Hits the brakes at the faceoff dot and dumps it down to the end wall. Battle for it there. Centering puck. Pass is knocked away. Bouncing puck out to center ice. Sent back into the zone. Schultz has it there. Gets it over to Cooper Smith. Cooper Smith ahead to Michael Poles. Michael across the red line. Knocked away by Quad Cities. They'll take it into the zone. Nice back check by Sammy. Played out to center ice. Kicked wide by Stoll. Wrapped around to the far side. Dumped on net, saved by Stoll. He'll hold on for a whistle. Sammy Ruiz in for the draw. Won by Quad Cities. Back to the point. Shot. Saved by Stoll. He knocks it straight up in the air. Liam Henry plays it up to Poles. Poles can't quite get it out of the zone. All the way down to the corner. Sent around back behind the net. Anders Hill has it on the far side. Tries to chip it ahead to Cade Weiner. Gets it up to him. Cade inside the blue line. Battles forward in the corner. Comes loose to Sammy. Sammy now works it to the near side. Rolls off his stick back out to neutral ice. Liam Henry will play it over to Anders Hill. Gets it back up to Cade. Cade at the red line. Circles back towards his own goal. Now he'll play it ahead to Sammy. Sammy dumps it in the zone. Pulls back to get it behind the net. Play it up. Out of the zone. Length of the ice. No icing there for some reason. Anders Hill shakes one away from behind the net. Dumps it off for Liam Henry. Cross-side pass is blocked. Anders continues to fight for it on the far side. Shot is blocked. Quad City picks it up. They'll throw it back to the blue line. Otten shot. Comes through. Connects with nothing. Now it's Eli Schwartz. Picks it up on the wall. Gets it up to Alex Henkel. Alex sends it into the zone. All the way down to the corner. He'll play it back behind the net. Henkel shot. On net. Saved by Orr. He'll hold on for a whistle. Sheehy to the dot. Pucks down, wins it back. Nice shot by Eli Schwartz. Or holds on to the whistle. We'll do it all again. Quad City wins the faceoff. We'll play it back around behind the net. Cycle back behind the net. That's Cade Freiberger. Tries to play it up the far side. Oh, just out of the reach of Sheehy. Quad City out to neutral ice. Dumped into the zone. Elsie back to get it in the corner. They'll chip it around her. Sheehy helps out. Out to the centering. Sheehy knocks it away. Chipped around one. He's got Henkel with him. Flips it over to him a little late. Spinorama! Just wide of the net. Taken away by Henkel again. They'll play it out to neutral ice. Elsie back to get it. Played over to Ben Zick. Back over to Elsie. Elsie sends it ahead. Fugger's got it there. Elsie again, ahead to Fugger. He's knocked off the puck. Elliot Troush sends it into a welcome fan. It's a lucky souvenir. We'll get Tyler Randall out with Jensen Hill, Jackson Heacock, Cooper Smith, and Landon Schultz back on D. Randall to the draw. Gets it ahead to Heacock. Heacock will carry it in the zone. He's got Hill in the middle. Oh, goal. Wasn't pretty, but it was effective. Heacock got it over to Hill. Hill kind of fanned on the first one, but put the rebound in. And it's 2-0 here in Dubuque. 8:18 left in the first period. Randall stays out there. Heacock and Hill with him. Puck's down. Won by the Quad Cities. They'll send it into the zone. Gets it by Cooper Smith all the way down to the corner. Battle for there. Randall comes in, helps him out, sends it back down the net.
Score 18 in the first by number 14, Jensen Hill.
A battle for it back behind the net.
By number 38. That's an 8 dot to number 5. Tyler Randall.
Now knocked out to center ice. Randall with a full head of steam gets it ahead to Jackson Heacock. Jackson inside the zone, drives it wide. Hits the brakes on the boards. Centering pass gets knocked away. Quad City collected on the near boards, and they'll advance it out to neutral ice. Backhanded pass out to the middle. Shot just wide. Might have been tipped by Colton Stoll. Sammy Ruiz knocks it loose. He's out there. He's got pulls in front of him. Sammy drives it wide. His shot saved by Orr. Loose puck. Collects the rebound. That's a goal. 3-0 Saints. Sammy Ruiz, one-man show on the far side. Shots are 14-7 in favor of the Saints. Ruiz will stay out there. Cade Weiner and Michael Bowles with him. Liam Henry and Anders Hill back on D. Weiner controls the puck. He'll walk it down the red line, cuts across into the attacking zone. Offsides is what we get for a call. Sammy Ruiz a half step ahead.
By number 13, Sammy Ruiz. Assisted by number 22, Cade Weiner.
Ruiz to the dot. Wins it back. Quad City plays it up the far boards. Comes off to Michael Poles. Gets it down low to Sammy Ruiz. Ruiz walks it to the top of the circle. Cuts towards the middle. Fires it ahead of Liam Henry. Quad City controls. They'll take it back behind the net. Played out the far side. Held in by Anders. They'll send it towards the net. Cade Weiner has it there. Works it back to the point. Drops it off for Anders. Spinning back behind the net. Tries to flick it out to Liam Henry. Henry gets it off to Cade. Sammy Ruiz down to Michael Poles. Poles walks to the goal line. Back behind the net. Plays it around the boards to Anders. Anders in the blue line. Dumps it back down. Poles can't quite control. It's played off the boards. Now it's Sammy. Fires it down into the corner. Cade Weiner works it away. Spins at the top of the circles. Shot. Saved by Orr. Elliot Troush in. Let's see, he'll play it out to the near side. Zick sends it towards the net, or blades it out to the corner. Played back behind the net, taken away there. Big hit on Eubanks. Doesn't have a stick, but doing a heck of a Pele impersonation. Chipped off the boards around Ben Zick. Races back to get it. Now Fugger works it into the zone. Chipped into the Quad City bench. 5:35 left in the first period. Saints out to a commanding 3-0 lead. Shots on goal favor the Saints, 15-7. Troush in for the faceoff. Wins it back to Zick. Zick sends it around, picked up behind the net by Eubanks. Now they'll play it back to Elsie at the blue line. She'll send it down low. Fugger's got it there, battles for it on the faceoff dot. Nice little wrestling match going down here with Troush. Fugger works it down the boards, into the corner. Takes a big hit there. Played out. Eubanks shot, just wide of the net. Troush pulls it off the wall. Quad City steals, and they'll race it up the near boards. Works around Zick, all the way down to the goal line. Cuts out in front. Nice save by Stoll. Back behind the net. Quad City tries to set it up. Back to the blue line. It's Otten. Otten shot, blocked in front. Eubanks clears it out. Strauss chases it down. Varsity's now D to D in their own zone. Played up. Zick plays it ahead. Into the zone, and we'll get an icing call. 4:30 left in the first period. We'll get Schwartz, Sheehy, and Henkel out. Back by Schultz and Smith. Henkel, you're really screwing up our S alliteration out there. Sheehy to the dot. Wins it back to Schultz. Played up the boards. Sheehy chips it ahead. Varsity all the way back in the defensive zone to get it. They'll throw it around behind the net. Picked up on the far side. Knocked loose by Alex Henkel. Now it's Eli Schwartz. He's knocked off the puck. Pops straight up in the air. Glove down by Quad Cities. Henkel takes it back. Sends it into the zone. Alex Henkel wasn't trying to run the man over, but he's a big guy and he moves fast. Now it's Sheehy in front of the bench. Chips it ahead. Cuts over at the faceoff dots. Whoa, Nelly. Recovers in the corner. Eli Schwartz works back behind the net. Comes out to the faceoff dot. Shot in front. Goal by Eli Schwartz. And we're up 4-0. Schultz is getting the puck. I'm guessing that's Eli Schwartz's first goal this season? That can't be. I'm going to have to get the story behind this. Austin's giving the puck back to the ref and said, never mind, we didn't need it. What am I going to do with this?
That's what's with that number 34.
With the assist on Eli's goal. Play up the far side. Randall sends it into the zone. Heacock runs it down. Battle back behind the nets. Played out the near side. Alexander sends it across. It's blocked there by Randall. Jensen Hill. Jesus. Send it on net. Just wide. Knocked down by Liam Henry, and Quad Cities will work it back out to neutral ice. Dumped in, saved by Stoll. He'll hold on for a whistle. 3:11 left in the first period. Tyler Randall to the dot. Won by Quad Cities. Shot from the point, wide of the net. Comes out the other side. It's Randall to get it. Plays it ahead to Jensen Hill. He'll get it ahead to Heacock, who's hacked and slashed. Now Hill's got it. Played up. Tyler Randall just across the blue line. Down to the corner. Goes back beyond the net. Knocked off the puck there. Jackson Heacock, whoa, takes a big hit. Tyler Randall gets some retribution for Heacock. Randall tries another hit. They steal away with that one. Now loose puck. Quad Cities will take it behind their own net. Played out the near side. Sent into the zone. Liam Henry back to get it. He's run off the puck. Tied up there in the corner. Nice kick to the corner. Comes out. Hits Colton Stoll in the head. Knocking his mask off, but still makes the save. 2:11 left in the first period. Shots on goal favor the Saints. 16-11. We'll get Sammy Ruiz out to the dot. He's got Cade Weiner out there. Michael Poles on the far side. Elsie and Zick back on defense. Puck's down. Weiner's got it. Oh, poked off his stick at the blue line. He was probably gone. Now Weiner again. Into the attacking zone. From the face-off dot. Shot. Saved by Orr. He's holding the stick just a little too tight. Battled on. Varsity controls it. Duke turns them back. They'll head back behind the net. Blunk's got it there. Hard off the ball. Taken away by Cade. Tries to chip it ahead. It's knocked down there by Price. Now sent into the zone off the end wall. Zick back to get it. Played over to Elsie. Played ahead now. Weiner's got it. Sends it ahead to Sammy Ruiz. Sammy makes a turn on the blue line, completely unnecessary, and draws Michael offsides. 1:26 left in the first period. We get Fuger, Eubanks, and Trouch. Back by Schultz and Cooper Smith. Forced ahead. Eubanks knocked off the puck. Sun Cities can't quite get it out. It's knocked back in by Eubanks. Now they'll spin in their own zone. Figure eights at the top of the circle. That's effective. Played back to the middle. Now they're out of the zone. Alexander sends it in. Eubanks sends it back towards the end wall. Schultz knocked out the puck. Shot straight up in the air. Kick to the near corner. Schultz overskates it. Fuger now back behind the net. Plays it to the far corner. Fuger battles behind the net. Played back to the blue line. Quad Cities goes D to D. Waterman's got it. Sends it towards the net. Blocked in front by Schultz. Loose in the slot. Fuger sends it up. High slot. Blocked. Up into the netting for a whistle. 22.6 seconds left in the first period. We'll get Henkel, Sheehy, and Schwartz to finish out the period. They'll be backed by Liam Henry and Anders Hill. Henkel's going to take the face off. Popped straight up in the air by the Quad City D. Played off the wall. Goes all the way back to the end wall. Sheehy's got it there. He's knocked off the puck. Quad City sends it to the far corner. Henkel will go over to get it. Just 5 seconds left. Plays it ahead to Sheehy. Tripped up just inside the blue line. That'll do it on the first period. Shots on goal after one. 17-11 in favor of the Saints. And they hold a commanding 4-0 lead. We'll take a break, clean the ice. See you back in 15 minutes. Just about on the way here in the second period. She wins the faceoff forward, and he's offsides. Sheehy, Schwartz, and Henkel out for the draw. Back by Suk and Zick. Quad City wins it. Ooh, tipped loose by Sheehy. Now bounces out to center ice. Quad City controls. They'll send it across ice on the blue line. And Doza carries it into the zone. Back behind the net he goes. Runs out of real estate on the far side. It's taken away by Zick. Fired on net. Saved by Stoll. He'll hold on for a whistle. Get some fresh lines out there. Liam Henry, Jensen Hill, Taylor Randall, Jackson Heacock, and Anders Hill. Randall to the draw. Pucks down. Quad City gets it back to the point. Fired on net. Saved by Stoll. Pops up in the air. Tyler Henry walks away with it. It's knocked off his stick. Anders Hill back behind the net, hits the brakes there, sends it around the far side. Played over in front of the Quad City bench. Jensen Hill picks it up. He'll advance it forward into the attacking zone. Poke loose there by Otten. Jackson Heacock battles forward in the boards. Kicks it back to Liam Henry. Thrown on net just wide. Jensen Hill really struggle on that on the same one as Jackson. Kicked out, Cade Weiner. Picks it up in the corner. Plays it back. Anders knocks it down to the corner. Saints go for a change. Jensen's got it. Oh, the carry on Anders, I think it just got stuck in his equipment, but we get Sammy Ruiz out there with Michael Poles, Cade Weiner. Now Poles to the faceoff. Quad City wins. They'll dump it in. It's controlled there by Landon Schultz. Back behind the net, spins it back up the far side, gets it ahead to Poles. They'll get run over there. Landon Schultz plays it ahead to Cade Weiner. Weiner has it roll off his stick. He'll go back behind the net. Plays it ahead to Schultz. Dangerously close to a boarding or a check from behind there. Michael Poles all the way down to the corner. Knocked off the puck. Again. Quad City sends it back up through neutral ice, links to the ice for an icing. 14:58 left. Second period. Shots on goal favor the Saints, 17-13. Played around to the far side. Funeral will pull it off the boards there. Sends it on net. Glove down by Orr. He'll hold on for a whistle. Eubanks will stay out there with Fugger and where's the other forward? There he is. Troush takes the face off, gets it over to Schultz, spins it down to the corner. Eubanks back behind the net, tries to send it out front. It's knocked up the near side. Quad Cities gets it to the blue line. Cooper Smith shot fired on net, saved by Orr. They'll walk it off to the boards. It's Fugger again, sends it across the ice, tipped away by Quad Cities, comes back out to center ice. Mendoza presses him there, spins it back up. Cooper Smith will work it up the near boards, gets it ahead to Eubanks. Eubanks shot on net, saved by Orr. Nice backhanded pass by Troush. Couldn't quite get it in. Zick gets it over to Elsie. Elsie plays it ahead to Eubanks. Eubanks, a little too much hot sauce on that pass. And it'll go for icing. We'll get Sheehy, Schwartz, and Henkel out. Face off one. Eli gets it ahead to Xander. Xander inside the zone. Centering pass off the side of the net. Takes a big hit there. Back behind the net now. Shows a little body around. Back to the blue line. Sit down in front. Now Elsie's got it just inside the red line. Sends it into the zone. Randall all the way down to the corner. Battle along the boards. Randall battles for it there. Played all the way back to the Dubuque defensive zone. Henry sends it ahead. Squirts into the zone. Orr's got it. Plays it out to the wall. Varsity tries to get it out. It's held in by Heacock. All the way into the defensive zone. Stoll blades it off to Liam Henry. Henry works it to the corner. Back to the other corner. Jackson Heacock's got it there. Chips it up in the air. Just held in by Quad Cities. They'll dump it back to the goal line. Anders Hill back to get it. Spins it back. Liam Henry sends it up. Bouncing puck gets away from Jackson Heacock. And we'll get an icing. We get Cade Weiner out there with Sammy Ruiz, Michael Poles. Sammy Ruiz gets it ahead to Cade. Cade sends it ahead to Michael. Michael on a breakaway from the blue line. Hits the post. Fed back behind the net. Cade takes it away there. Works it to the corner. Sends it back to Schwartz. Nope. Yep, Schwartz. Schultz. That's what I meant. That's what I was thinking. Sammy drops it off to Cooper Smith. Cooper walks to the top of the circle. Shot. Wide of the net. And we'll hold on for a whistle. We'll get Ruiz to the face-off. Puck's down. Played back behind the Quad City net. Now sent ahead. Michael Poles back checks all the way. Forces it back out to neutral ice. Chips it wide. Hits the brakes at the face-off dot. It's knocked off the puck there. Quad Cities will counter the other way. Set all the way down to the quarter. Landon Schultz knocks it free. Kicks it back out to the red line. Again, Poles will try and chase it down. Sent back into Schultz. Schultz in his own defensive zone. Retreats back behind the net. Slips away from one. Gets away from another. Loses the puck, though. Now he'll backhand it out to center ice. Send ahead to Michael Poles. Michael's pass flops when he tries to get it over to Cade. Long cross-ice pass. Ben Zick back to get it. He'll take it to the corner and spins away from the check. Played ahead to Cade Weiner. Weiner across the red line with some speed. Knocked off the puck just inside the faceoff dots. Picked up there by Brady Eubanks. Drops it off for Elsie. Cade knocks her down to take the puck away. Shot. Saved by Orr. Rebound kick to the corner. Eubanks battles for it. Quad City controls on the wall. They'll cycle back to the goal line. Now plays it up the boards. Long cross-ice pass goes unconnected. Ben Zick picks it up in his own defensive zone. Plays it ahead to Elliot Troush. Now sent ahead. No touch there for an icing. And he's going to take the face off. Great. Great. Sheehy into the dot. Runs it back. It's battled on the boards. Anders tries to force it low there. Sheehy knocks it down below the goal line. Waterman back to get it for Quad Cities, and he'll advance it up the far side. Walks around Alex Henkel. Lonk's got it right down the middle. Taken away. Loose puck in the slot. Shot. Saved by Stoll. Kicked out. Henkel gets it ahead to Sheehy. Knocked away and taken back at center ice. Quad City's now into the zone. Shot wide of the net. Karen's off to the far wall. Eli Schwartz will advance it out to center ice. He's got Henkel with him. Henkel lost his balance and lifted the wrong foot. He to the dot, wins it back to Anders. Anders gets it over to Alex. Alex on the top of the circle. Nice toe drag into the slot. Saved by Orr. Alex has got it out in front, throws it out. Sheehy's shot is blocked. Henkel now from the corner, gets it back to Anders Hill to the blue line. His shot deflected in front. Quad Cities plays it out to neutral ice. Liam Henry, man-child, runs over two men, still maintains the puck. Now it's Eli Schwartz, back behind the net. Chips it ahead. Sheehy picks it up there. Takes it into the zone. He's got Henkel with him. A little too fancy there. Backhander out in front. Or we'll hold on for a whistle. 8:17 left to go in the second period. Peacock gets it back to Schultz. Head down to Jensen Hill. Works around the top of the circle. Shot fired high and wide. Quad City has it on the far board, so they'll play it high off the glass. Held in by Peacock. Works it down the boards. Quad City takes it away, and they'll race it up the center ice. Peacock back checks them the whole way. Now Schultz knocks them off the puck. Randall gets it ahead to Jensen Hill. Loose puck there, collected by Randall. The Quad City players tangle up amongst themselves. Played back behind the net. Stoll will stop it there. Schultz has got it. Spins away from one. Taken away by Quad Cities. They've got it behind the net. Thrown out in front. Nobody home. Jackson Heacock. Room to operate on the near side. Played back to Schultz. Head to Hill. Now it's Quad Cities on the counterattack. Drives it down to the goal line. Nice poke check there by Cooper Smith. Big hit there by Schultz. He's going to get a penalty for that. What do we call it? Roughing. So the Saints will be on the first penalty kill of the game. For them, I guess they scored on the power play seconds in. We'll get Henkel and Weiner out on the start of this PK. They're back by Anders and Hale. Puck's down. Played back to the Quad City defense. Shot over the net. Into the netting.
Wow. Puts this on a doghouse and Kennedy grind.
Saints still ahead 4-0. Shots on goal for the Saints, 25-16. Lead back. Henkel's got it now. Advances it through center ice. He's got Weiner behind him. Henkel finds some space on the far side. Chips it back behind the net. Weiner races to get it. Taken away by Quad Cities. Weiner back checks and steals the puck. Quad Cities now finally gets it out of the defensive zone. 1-on-4 the other way. Not the greatest odds. Driscoll's knocked off the puck there. All the way down to the corner. Cade Freiberger's got it. Back behind the net. Throws it out to the far side. Henkel gets it ahead. Wire gets a piece of it. Now Henkel backhands it out. Knocked back in. That's offside. Get the serial killers out now. Sheehy and Heacock. They'll be joined by Zick and Liam Henry on defense. Still 1 minute left on that Quad Cities power play. Houghton drives it all the way down to the corner, back behind the net. He's worked up to the near side. Sends it to no one at the blue line. He's going to run it down and apply a little pressure behind the net. Quad City sets up there. They're working out the far side. Long cross ice pass. Connected by Otten. He'll drive it wide. Throws it through the middle. Saved by Stoll. Cleared out by Heacock. Or will stop it back behind his own net. Plays it to Sheehy. He's wearing the wrong color jersey. Quad City now out to center ice. Dumped in the zone. Strange power play tactic. Stick tries to play it around. It rolls off his stick. Now it's thrown back to the point. Defender can't control it, and it'll go the length of the ice. Jackson Heacock will run down to keep him honest. That'll do it on the power play for Quad Cities. Back behind the net now. Blues will try and work it out of the corner. Trissel will advance it through center ice. Knocked loose by Zick. Gets by him on the corner. Tries to throw it out in front. Pinned on the side of the net, and that'll do it. Quad City wins it back. Oh, Kid Wire chips it forward. Michael Poles has got it again. Top to the circle. Fire hits another post. Now it's Driscoll back up. 1-on-2. Shot. Saved by Stoll. Rebound kicks out wide. High up into the netting for a whistle. Puck battle along in the corner. Sorry, I had to take care of a little business there. Randall now advances it up through center ice. Played it all the way back. Stoll will stop it. Blades it out to the corner for Schwartz. That's Schultz. Pretty much the same. Runs to the other corner. Shot saved by Stoll. He'll hold on for a whistle. Sheehy to the draw. Moves it forward. Gets it back to the Quad City blue line. Blocked in front by Eli Schwartz. Now blocked again by Henkel. Henkel up the far side. Plays it back to the middle. Nobody home. That's a trip. That's a trip. So they say it's back in the power play. I think the last power play lasted about 14 seconds. See how we do this time. 4-0 with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left.
Varsity penalty at 3:13 in the second, and number 4, Ryan Waterman for tripping.
Back to Weiner. Walks it down, shot. Fired over the net, and then it'll clear the zone. Weiner picks it up. Turns at the red line. He'll work it over in front of his own bench. Schultz gloves it down at the far blue line. Drops it off there for Jensen Hill. Jensen will advance it up now. Top of the circle. Works down below the goal line. Gets it back to Cade Weiner. Gets it over Schultz. Back to Weiner. Back over to Schultz. Gets it over to Sammy Ruiz. Sammy on the far blue. Walks it down. Jensen Hill now, top of the circles. Down low to Sammy Ruiz. Back behind the net. It's knocked down by the Quad Cities. Taken back by Jensen. He'll skate it to the top of the circles. Drops off for Sammy. Shot. Saved by Orr. Loose puck. Rebound. Another save by Orr. Now it's Weiner. Drops it off for Jensen. Sent through the middle. Oh! Still loose. Now sent the leg to the ice. Still 50 seconds left on the power play. Schultz back to get it. Henkel through neutral ice. Up to Jackson Heacock. That didn't look like offsides to me. Whatever, Mike, they have a whistle. Sheehy to the draw. One back. Henkel's got it now. Fires it on net. Blocked there. Quad Cities counter. Sends it out of the zone. Anders back to get it in his own defensive zone. This cross-ice pass is knocked down. Battle forward in front of the Zam doors. Now fired in front of the nets. Henkel over to get it. Plays it ahead. Sheehy's got it. Centering pass. Oh, Eli missed the net. He only had 3/4 of it to shoot at. It's not really his fault. Eli's got it down the goal line. Gets it down back below the net to Sheehy. Thrown out to the slot, but nobody home. Quad City, so taking icing. We'll get Sammy Ruiz, Michael Poles, Cade Weiner out with Elsie Sukocha and Ben Zick. Pucks down. Sammy knocks it to the corner. Quad Cities will play it through the middle. Elsie back to get it. Plays it ahead. Weiner's got it inside the blue line. Drops it off there for Ruiz. Sends it to the middle. Michael can't quite hand down to it. And Quad Cities the other way. Into the attacking zone. Shot. Saved by Stoll. Kicked out to the far side. Knocked loose. Ben Zick will send it up. Taken back by Quad Cities. They'll drive it to the top of the faceoff dots. Sent back behind the net. Back to the blue line. Quad Cities showing a little life here. Sent out in front. Michael's got it. Flubs the aerial pass to Sammy. Quad Cities now back into the zone. Cade's got it. And ahead of speed. Shot. Saved by Orr. Goal, Sammy Ruiz. So it's 5-0 here with just 4 seconds left in the second period.
Saints no score. 4 seconds left. By
Back to Cooper Smith.
Sammy Ruiz. And assisted by number 22, Weiner.
So after 2, the score is 5-0 in favor of the Saints. Shots on goal also favor the Saints, 29-23. We'll take a break.
At the end of
Clear the
two
ice.
periods,
We'll see you back for the third and final. Looks like we'll get Ruiz, Bowles, and Weiner out. Backed by Zick and Sukocha. Touchdown underway into the Quad City zone. They'll wheel it out to center ice. Otten runs over Michael Bowles. Played all the way back. Elsie back to get it. Played up. Sammy Ruiz gets it ahead. Cade Weiner on a breakaway. Get Eli Schwartz with him. Shot high and wide. Now played back to the corner. Waterman will take it back behind the Quad City net. Looks out to the near side. Threw him on the other way. Elsie back. Now the Saints have back checked and helped him out. Wrapped around to the far side. Knocked out the boards by Quad City. Shot fired high and wide. Wraps around. All the way back to the Quad City zone. Send up the far side out of the reach. And we'll get it ice. Yeah, trash out there in Xander Sheehy's place. I've never been happier to see Xander Sheehy over there. Head back around behind the net. Quad Cities will get it there. Out to the far side. Out along the boards. Get set to the middle. I'll put it on the far side. Charles gets it over to Henkel. Henkel spins to the boards. Henry takes a big hit there. Quad Cities races out 2-on-2 the other way. Tries to drive around Henkel all the way down to the end wall. Hard into the boards by Troush. Back to the blue line. Knocked down there by Troush. Sent all the way down to the goal line. Quad Cities kicks it out there. Troush picks it up. Works it out of the zone. Takes it back. Sends it all the way back. Quad Cities will regroup from the end wall. Randall Hill and Heacock. That's Anders Hill just in front of his own blue line. Plays it ahead. Quad City controls at center ice. Taken away by Jackson Heacock. Plays it off. Gets it back. Heacock now down the near boards. Drags through one. That was forward in the corner. Played back behind the Quad City net. They'll take it out of the near board. Back to the point. Jensen Hill has it. Walks the blue line. Finds some space on the far side. Circle the earth. Jensen Hill drops it off there for Landon Schultz. Sends it through the middle. Too hot for Tyler Randall to handle. Sends it back to the corner. Hill's got it there. Sends it down for Jackson Heacock. Heacock back to Jensen. Jensen bangs it off the wall. Back to Cooper Smith at the blue line. Smith shot blocked in front. Quad City the other way. Dumped into the corner. Schultz will go back and get it. Leaves it there. Now he's got it back. He'll wheel it up the near boards. Out to the neutral zone. Tripped up there. Has that red line raised just for this game. Now Quad City's out of the corner. Tries to send it up. Taken away by Jack Huger. Knocks it loose, and they've got it at the center ice. Quad Cities into the attacking zone. Ridden off by Sammy Ruiz. Then Zick spins it back to the near corner. Sent on net, saved by Stoll. Shot, another saved by Stoll. We'll hold on for a whistle. Spot. 13-17 left in the third period. Bouncing puck back to the Quad City blue line. Shot fired in. Got it out to the half wall. Now the Dubuque will try and send it out. Sent on net. Glove down by Stoll. He'll hold on for the whistle. 5-0 in favor of the Saints. We'll get Eubanks in the Sheehy spot this time. With Henkel and Schwartz. Zick and Elsie out there. Alex to the faceoff. Quad City wins it. They'll play it back to Waterman at the blue line. Shot through the slot. Elsie plays it up the boards. Eli's got it there. Gets it ahead. Eubanks knocks it down the ice. Or blades it off to the near boards. Eubanks battles for it there. Now it's Eli Schwartz back behind the net. Quad Cities regroups and brings it out the near side. Liam Henry with a nice play. Gets it back up to the blue line. Knocked back in by Quad Cities. Into the slot. Poke loose. Schwartz has it. Gets it out of the zone. Quad Cities D to Z on their own blue line. They'll play it back up through the middle. Glove down by Quad Cities in their own defensive zone. They'll look for it out. Played back up the middle. Anders Hill has it there. Dumps it into the zone. Jackson Heacock pulls it out of the corner. Rubbed off it behind the net. Quad Cities now long stretch pass. Hits a player in the back. Hard to catch a puck with your back. Dumped in again by the Quad Cities. Off the referee's back. Ethan Fox looks like he's fine. Jensen Hill sends it into the zone. Quad City back to get it. Oh, delayed call here. Oh, Jensen Hill is going to get 2 minutes for slashing. No, it's going to be Newhouse. So the Saints back in the power play. Ruiz in for the faceoff. Spins back to Schultz. Schultz gets it over to Cade Weiner, tops of the circles. Walks it down to the goal line. Gets the breaks there. Now he'll come out the other side. Around the boards to Sammy Ruiz. Played back to Landon Schultz.
Number 16.
Gets it over to Weiner. Weiner sends it back. Oh, too hot to handle. Goes the length of the ice where Stoll will stop it behind the net. Leaves it there for Schultz. Schultz sends it up the far side, gets it to Weiner. Weiner gets around. Oh, that's Ruiz. All the way down, back behind the goal. Plays it on front to Michael Poles, hits the side of the net. Poles takes a shot to the head. Quad Cities will work it out through the choice. Poked off their stick, Weiner the other way. Knocks Blunk down. Now it's Schultz into the zone, top of the circles. Drops off there for Weiner, gets it over to Hill. Loose in the slot, and Freiberger will carry it the other way. Sammy Ruiz knocks it off his stick. Weiner's got it there. Got Jensen Hill in the middle if he sees him. Oh, sends it through the crease, nobody home. Length of the ice, knocked down by Sammy Ruiz. Played far side to Michael Poles. Gets it off to Weiner. Weiner spinorama in the slot. Goal! Beautiful goal by Cade Weiner. So another power play tally for the Saints. Making it 6-0. Start the clock. Saints ahead on shots, 30 to 26.
And in the third, Saints go by number 22.
Cooper Smith plays it around the far side to Eli Schwartz. Schwartz works it out to center ice.
Number 18, Elliot Schwartz. And number 4, Mikey Poe.
Now it's Alex Henkel through center ice, tries to get it ahead. Charleston. There's no way that was offsides, but they have a whistle. I have a mic. 9:30 left in the third period. Saints up 6-0. Shots on goal, 30 to 26 in favor of the Saints. Schultz knocks it away. Played back, just out of the reach of Troush. Now played up the far side. Cooper Smith has got it over there. Wheels back behind his own net. Sends it back to the far side. Jumps over Schwartz's stick. Now Henkel's got it. Henkel plays it ahead to Troush. Troush doesn't get it done pretty, but gets it done. Plays it back to Cooper Smith in the defensive zone. It's Alex Henkel out, far side, chips it over one, walks around another. Not sure what that was. Maybe shoot next time, Alex. Cycles it down to Jensen Hill. Jensen's got it on the blue line, chips it around one. Ben Zick sends it towards the net. Henkel knocks it loose. Now played out to center ice. Saints in a 2-3 configuration. Trying to hold this close lead. Peacock will chase it back behind the net. Varsity sends it down the length of the ice. Benzik picks it up in his own defensive zone. No pause behind his own net. Plays it out the far side to Jensen Hill. Gets it ahead to Randall. Randall tries to feed Heacock. Heacock will looked like it was on the other side of the red line from where I was. Weiner, Ruiz, and Poles jump back over the boards with 7:30 left to play. Ruiz to the dot. Knocked up the far wall. There you go. Ruiz clears the zone. Gets by Stoll behind the net. Liam Henry back to get it. Turns it over in the middle, but flattens the man that gets it. Played ahead. Michael Poles has got it through center ice. Knocked away from him. Quad City up the far side. Dumps it in. Stoll gloves it down. Plays it off to Henry. Henry tries to play it up the near boards. Now it's Ruiz. Finds some space in the middle. Hits the gas. He goes to the outside. Gets it off the poles. He's hooked. Weiner back. Sammy Ruiz back behind the net. Michael Poles now. Plays it off. On the shelf from the tops of the circle. Shot. Saved by Orr. Weiner, Ruiz, and Poles will stay out there. Quad City wins it up the middle. Otten tries to work it to the far side. Chips it into the zone. Cooper Smith back behind the net. Plays it up the boards. Weiner now, he'll retreat back behind his own net. Reverses and comes back up the goal line. Throws it long across ice past the poles. Gets it inside the blue line. There you go. Quad City takes it away. They'll go back the other way. Shot. Saved by Stoll. They'll cover for a whistle. 5:21 left to go in the third period. Shot, saved by Stoll. Henkel's going to get it on the near boards. Plays it ahead to Schwartz. Moves back behind the net. We'll wrap her on the far side, off the stick of Mendoza. Elsie's got it, top to the circles. Sends it ahead. Oh, nice save by Orr. 4:40 left in the third period. Shots on goal favor the Saints, 31-29. One back. Gets it over to Ben Zick at the blue line. Shot in front. Tipped just over the net. A few good battles for it back behind the net. Quad City now will work it up the near side. Centering pass. Taken away by Henkel. They'll go all the way back to the defensive zone. Gets it off to Stoll. Stoll leaves it there for Elsie. Elsie fakes around one. Gets it to Eli. Eli now over to Zick. Zick off the boards ahead to Eli. Eli into the attacking zone. Drags around a couple. He's got it in the corner. Tries to centering pass. It's knocked down by Quad Cities. They'll take it back behind their own net. Knocked away by Henkel. Taken away by Anders Hill. Jensen Hill has it now. Tries to play it ahead. It's offside. It's picked up by Jensen again. He'll find some space on the far side. Got Heacock getting hooked like a fish in front of the net. Played back. Jensen to Anders. Anders from the blue line. Gets it over to Liam Henry. Tops of the circle. Shot. Hit Randall in the backside. Now fired wide. Randall to the corner to get it. Cycles it down low to Heacock. Heacock with a nice fake. Sends it out to the slot. Loose puck. Slow roller. Or with the cover. 3 minutes left in the third period. Randall, Heacock, and Jensen Hill stay out there. Backed by Liam and Anders. Into the corner. Jensen Hill floats it out to the middle. Knocked down there. Jensen's got it again. Wheels it from the faceoff dots. Gets it over to Randall. Randall back to the point. Liam holds it in. Fires it on net. Nice save by Orr. And we'll get Cade Weiner out there with Samuel Ruiz and Brady Eubanks. Puck's down. Gets it back to Weiner. Weiner shot high and wide over the net. Carries all the way over to Schultz. Schultz gets it down low to Eubanks. Eubanks. Oh! Gets it to Sammy. Sammy gets it to Cade. Cade gets a shot. Shot goes wide. Ruiz now at center ice. That was offsides. Can't make moves on the blue line. Ruiz in for the faceoff. Quad City wins. Sends it the length of the ice for an icing. 1 minute. 1 minute left to play in the game. Score is 6-0 in favor of the Saints. Shots 34-29 in favor of the Saints. Ruiz to the dot. Won by Quad Cities. We'll try to play out the boards. Sammy said to take it back. Taken back by Quad Cities. Now they're trying to center it. It's knocked away by Ruiz again. Sends it down the board to Weiner. Weiner's shot hits the post. Quad Cities out the far side. Cuts it into the slot. Nice save by Stoll. Loose in front. There you go. There's another penalty behind the play. See ya, Mr. Blanc. High stick. .8 seconds. Put it on the clock. Start the clock. Let's get out of here. Roll the clock. There we go. So that's a final here from Dubuque. Saints win 6-0. Out shooting the Blues 34-30. Saints will be back home on Saturday facing the league of Des Moines Capital. Hope to see you back here. I'm Madison's dad saying if you can find a rink,